Good morning, Keller Williams. How are you this morning? I believe we got 36 or 40 people on. Some other people hopefully will join us and you'll get an update. So this morning's coronavirus update. The public health announced no new cases in COVID-19 on Monday. Patients at Horizon Health Network are now allowed to have visitors and can welcome one healthy visitor at a time, the health network said in a news release on Monday. Visitors can see patients between 2 and 8 each day for a maximum of 1 hour. Visitors must be 12 years or older and cannot bring pets into the hospital. As long as there isn't any increase in COVID-19 cases, Premier Blaine Higgs said the Campbellton region will be allowed to move into yellow phase by this Friday, which is very encouraging. In regards to our map, Zone 5 is still very orange, and as I just said, the Premier thought that it would move into yellow on Friday. We've got 27 active cases, 2 in the hospital, 1 in ICU, and 2 deaths thus far. And I believe most of those 27 cases are in Zone 5, and I believe there was 1 case in Fredericton and 2 cases in the Moncton region to date. So doing a very good job in combating this virus, and we're going to continue to work towards flattening the curve as much as we can. The other thing that I wanted to mention on Friday was that, because I've been asked this question a lot, when somebody is outside working and they come back in the province, do they have to isolate for 14 days before they can go look at houses and all that sort of stuff? As of Friday, last Friday, the government has released the mandatory isolation for workers outside of the province coming back into the province. So there's no more isolation for 14 days. They have to self-monitor. But that means that if somebody was coming from Fort McMurray, who's working out there, comes home and decides that they want to look at houses, whatever region it might be in, they are now permitted to look at the house. So they do not have to self-isolate for 14 days. So to answer a lot of questions that I had this week, Timmy Arsenault, if you're on the call, there's your answer. We're going to continue to use the COVID forms. I know that one of the questions is, have you been outside of the province or outside of the country or whatever? We're just going to continue to ask the question whether or not it's relevant at this point in time. If we were to change the forms every time there's going to be a change in the directive from public health or the Premier, we'll be busy just changing the forms back and forth. So we'll adopt the form according to the health authority and the state of emergency, and we'll put an addendum in there that only the relative questions will be asked, or if you ask all the questions, it shouldn't make a huge difference, because right now we're very much into yellow. But what happens in the fall if we get an outbreak and we have to go back to red? Then that means changing the forms back to original. So I think at the end of the day, if you're asking the questions and we run across the questions, have you been outside the Fredericton or Canada for any length of time, just document that if they did or they didn't. And if they didn't, then there's no big deal. But I think that the forms are very explicit in the questions that we want to ask, and we want to make sure that we're proactive and stay on the top of the forms. The other thing is that As of June the 22nd, there was 5.3% of the population that had been tested for COVID-19, and we've had over 40,663 people that have been tested. The other thing that I wanted to mention before we go on any further is that I've been asked by several realtors throughout Keller Williams is when can we start doing open houses? Can we do virtual open houses? Can we do open houses by appointment? How does open houses look? And so I've asked Chris Constantine to bring this up to their coronavirus COVID-19 task force that MBRA started up, and the answer I got back from Chris yesterday is that MBRA can't stop us from doing open houses, but they're strongly encouraging us not to do open houses. That's not necessarily the answer I was looking for. I was looking for, well, we're working on a protocol for open houses and we'll send something out to you. So again, Keller Williams will take a proactive approach this week and come up with what we think should be in the coronavirus COVID-19 checklist and protocols, and make it part of our operational plan as an appendix, and give you some direction on how you should do an open house. Now, I can guarantee that once we put this together and make sure that we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, then NBRA 4 or 5 weeks from now will come out what their protocol is for an open house. But that's okay. I'm only worrying about our agents that want to do it and want to do it correctly. So we will endeavor to put something together this week, have it scanned by a few people to make sure that we're on the same page, and then we're going to roll out open houses. And that will be the same with house tours or whatever you want to do. For instance, I'll give you an example. So there's a house in Fredericton that's being listed yesterday, and all offers are being shown tonight after 8:30. There are 17 showings there today. Now, what would you call that? Would you call that 17 individual showings, or would you call that an open house? Because the people are actually gone from 9 o'clock this morning till 8 o'clock tonight because of the amount of showings going on. Now, who's there to ensure that these 17 people are doing the proper protocol for COVID-19? Masks, gloves, sanitized wipes, or whatever. Because we're not doing it as an open house and there's no one there to direct what's going on, we would have no idea the protocol from each or any of the companies doing those showings today. In my opinion, that's an open house. So we're gonna work around and get something on paper so that we can move forward. Hopefully by next weekend we'll have something ready to go. The other thing that I want to talk about is yesterday afternoon in my operating principals meeting, or OP call, it was suggested that Canada do something sort of different for Canada Day, and that all of us reach into our pocket and spend anywhere from $10 to $20 on a Facebook ad through Command. That means that if every one of us, and those that doesn't have a listing, we can get a loan of a listing from somebody in the office, every one of us would post an ad on Facebook through Command, and all 3,700 agents' ads would pop around the country for Canada Day. We would actually disrupt the market big time. That's 3,700 agents advertising one ad on Facebook. So on July the 1st, 2020, Keller Williams Canada is promoting a nationwide Facebook Blitz where agents from every market center can create a Facebook campaign ad to start running on Canada Day. In New Brunswick, we will assist any agent who would like to participate in this national social media event to dominate the internet and increase your leads, your contacts, and your listings to grow your business. We would like to track the participation and the results of this media blitz, so please contact David Whalen if you're interested and or need any assistance to get this done. One of the things that Keller Williams and Facebook have in their relationship is that Facebook has set up a whole different account for Keller Williams, whereby as an individual who goes on and spends $20 on Facebook ad, it's $20 ad. If it's a $20 ad through Command Facebook, it's not considered a $20 ad because there's 60+ thousand realtors that are using Facebook Command, and they look at that as $1 million entity, and it gets a whole lot more exposure throughout Facebook when you go through Command to put it on. So we're hoping that many of you will participate in this. I think it's a worthwhile venture, and it'll be interesting to see how many people actually get the leads on that particular day. I think it'll be quite surprising. So, Command email available in campaigns. Command email will be available this week for campaigns replacing MailChimp. Command email will allow 5,000 emails to be sent out each month for free. Recipient lists can be reused, unlike in MailChimp. Credit allocation page. There's see the budget credit applies and spend columns in the payment dashboard for Facebook and Instagram. It'll show you that how much people are paying for it, what types of leads they're getting, and how much budget they're spending on that campaign. Twilio can be connected to Command for automated nurtures in smart plans and campaigns. If you're interested, please call David, and David is reaching out to all of you in regards to your use of the technology, opportunities, referral network, and smart plans is one of the areas that we're spending some time in. So exporting your mail labels as PDF. So it's set up now that if you want to send mailers out, you can send your mail labels and they'll be printed off right through Command. Email notification for new leads. All agents should start receiving an email notification for leads that are manually assigned. Email notification will start sending for automatic leads from agent sites, landing pages, and campaign sources when it is released. The email notification should not trigger if an agent creates a lead from the contacts applet. Last but not least, we talked about this a couple times now in regards to agent testimonials. We're looking for agents who are interested in creating a professional testimonial videos of why they love Keller Williams. This initiative will provide a powerful marketing tool to increase our company's growth, market share, and profit share in New Brunswick. It will also provide the agent with a marketing video that can increase their brand awareness and grow their downline. Please contact Carrie for more information. I know that Dylan sent out an email yesterday. We'd like to have a few more people that will step up and say they'll do one of these testimonials for us, and not only for us, for the betterment of Keller Williams, but certainly the betterment for promoting their brand as well. So that's about it for me this morning. I'll work away this week in coming up with what an open house should look like under COVID-19. If there's any questions at all, please reach out and to me either by phone or by text or email. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great week. Go get your unfair share of the market. In particular, go get some listings, and stay safe. Wear your mask. Have a pair of gloves, and wash your hands. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.